The Philippines is home to a wide variety of native crops, heritage ingredients, and traditional food practices. Those are at the heart of Chef Lawrence Castillo's work. As lead organizer of Gulay Pamor, he helps promote local flora, indigenous crops, and the communities that cultivate them. Here we feature initiatives that help communities move forward. Welcome to Sustainability. And joining us this evening is food heritage and sustainability advocate, Chef Lawrence. Tama, Lawrence.
With the letter
Castillo.
O.
So I'll call you Chef Lau.
Yes.
Thank you for bringing these samples. But
Yes.
before we get
Okay,
into
before.
them, tell us how this journey of establishing Gulay Pamor began.
Yes. Actually, we're part of a group called Gulay Na. It's a collective of food advocates advocating for food heritage, plant-based food, and food security. And then we thought of what's the best way to celebrate the biodiversity and the abundance of the Philippines. We have, of course, the fiesta. So, and that's very Filipino. That is a concept that's very dear to our heart, very celebratory.
Right.
So we thought of making a fiesta that celebrates our edible flora. At yun naman talaga yung core ng mga fiesta natin dito sa Pilipinas.
Gulay.
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 Yes.
Okay. So, yun ang bakit nagkaroon ng Gulay Pamor.
Yes.
May fiesta annually.
Yes, we start, actually hindi lang annually. We started it in 2024. Plano lang namin one event. But then it became a big hit, I guess. So from one fiesta, we did another one in Laguna in just a matter of months.
Okay.
And then until eventually we're circulating it around the Philippines. So we have went to Bicol, to Sagada, and where
So,
else?
I don't know parang fiesta kasi parang madaming more meat. May mga gulay ba sa fiesta? Talaga ba? O maling fiesta ang napupuntahan ko?
Well, yun yung kasi yun yung gusto naming patampukin.
Okay.
Kasi we have a lot of fiesta highlighting those part of our food. But then again, we have also looked into the traditional ones. No? Kasi ang Pilipinas, kung babalikan natin ng diet ng kanununuan natin talaga, deeply rooted tayo sa pagkain ng gulay. Lalong-lalo na yun. Kunyari ako, Ilocano.
Totoo ka. I think Ilocos is the blue zone if ever.
Yes.
There was, we were to identify because mahilig talaga sa gulay ang my father's Ilocano. So, how important is what you're doing, you know, discovering or propagating all these, to some Filipinos, and to many siguro, obscure na, medyo hindi nila alam, to creating a sustainable society na yung may ganyang mindset.
Oo. Kasi actually mahalagang natutuwa kami. Me as a food heritage advocate, merong growing interest. No? We know that there's, not just here in the Philippines, but it's a trend now globally.
Right, globally.
Going heritage, going sustainable. But
And going local.
And going local.
Yeah, kung ano yung meron sa komunidad mo, yun ang kainin mo.
Yes, and that's good. Pero there's also a reason why it's
Yun.
becoming a fad or very nostalgic. Kasi nga,
Sana hindi naman fad.
fad or it's a growing interest.
yeah,
Oo.
oo.
So, kasi nga nawawala na sila. Siguro yun yung magandang una nating kilanlanin.
Correct.
Nawawala na sila for several reasons. Pagkasira ng environment natin. Of course, there's globalization, there's lack of support in promoting this heritage ingredients. So it gives us a peek to the reasons why are they fading. So doon lumalaki yung conversations over food and what are the other issues that surrounds sa pagkain
I
natin.
can't help but
Smell it.
Okay, we'll go back to that, but you have an event on Saturday. Tell us about
Okay. So, last month kasi, we just had our Gulay Pamor Sagada second year, which basically highlights the abundance of mushrooms, coffee, and the various native vegetables in Sagada.
Yeah.
So now, we're bringing Sagada
To-
here in the city
Oh,
this
wow.
coming Saturday in Makati.
Okay.
So
I will be there. I got tickets.
yes.
And I'm bringing my mother. So, okay. Wow, I didn't know there was this much variety. Ang alam ko lang, button mushroom.
Button mash. Actually, yun ang alam natin.
Oo nga eh.
Pag mushroom, nasa delata. O
Ay,
kaya
hindi naman. Meron namang
merong
nag-grow
fresh.
sa
Yan.
Benguet. Yeah,
Pero
but-
ganito sa Pilipinas,
Wow.
para sa kaalaman ng mga kababayan natin. All these, actually marami pa akong dala doon. These are just a few of our native mushrooms and
In
they call
Sagada.
it damayan in Sagada.
And these are in the wild. They don't
Yes.
grow this. They
Oo.
don't cultivate them.
Yes. Oo.
Kailangan mag-forage ka.
Kailangan mag-forage.
Wow.
Oo.
And they are still plentiful?
Oo. And yun yung gusto naming maintindihan ng mga tao while it's becoming a hit now kasi there's growing interest on mushrooms. But we also need to understand their socio-ecological significance.
Okay.
Para hindi yung parang, mushrooms, masaya mag-pick ng mushrooms. Pero we need to know their value in the environment, their value
And to
in the
them,
community.
to the
Yes.
community. So, tell us, how do they cook them? Anong value? Meron bang ritual na ginagamit
So
yan?
actually iba-iba no yung mga locals natin sa Sagada.
Ito talaga bang mukhang uling
Yeah,
siya?
that's why they call it ul-uling. Kasi nga very very dark siya.
Yeah.
This one yung dalakan, it's red yung kanyang cup.
Beautiful.
Oh, and yung fresh niya medyo may spice.
Talaga.
Yes. Itong asan ba to? Itong kaputan when it's fresh, it's colored green.
Very
yung cup
green.
niya. And you can eat it raw, sabi nila. Pero yung isang interesting, ito namang atayan. Yung
Mukhang
sinasabi
atay.
yung sinasabi nilang parang truffles daw.
Oh,
But it's a very
really?
entirely
It does
different.
look like truffle.
It's an entirely different species. Tapos, malasa siya. Very earthy, very nutty. So, iba-iba yung lasa nila. So, iba-iba din yung culinary applications sa kanila.
When they forage every day, paano ba? Pagkakain na lang, lalabas sila sa
Oo.
gubat. Gano'n?
Yung isang maganda with kabute, dun mo matututunan din yung maging observant sa iyong weather, surroundings.
Yeah.
Kung kailan umulan, anong bahagi na ng period ng tag-ulan, saan kumulog, saan kumidlat, saan nagkasunog before. Kasi dun nila nalalaman kung kailan sila lalabas at susulpot.
Is that documented? Parang hindi. Are
Well,
you writing a book?
Well,
You should.
Well, merong mga book, meron ng mga writings about this, pero marami pang mga natutuklasan kaming mga bagong mga kaalaman as we travel, as we forage together with the mushroom foragers of Sagada.
Okay, and I saw that you are making a vegetarian itag.
Yes.
Made of what? Which mushroom is that? It
Well,
looked very big.
Ano naman ngayon, there's a plant-based liempo or belly. So, we're using
soybean?
using tapioca starch, using soy meat, everything plant-based.
Okay.
So we use that and we apply the tradition
same
or
technique.
method of smoking it as using alnus and the different wood that they use for making etag.
It's really also the type of wood
Yes.
that they used to smoke.
Yes.
That's where the flavor comes from.
Oo.
Ang yaman talaga ng ating
Yes.
kultura, heritage. No? Iba-iba, depende sa region.
Region.
Yeah.
Kaya
So,
very interesting.
What you're doing goes to the heart of, does it touch on how to propagate, how to preserve, how to, kasi it's one thing to appreciate, but kailangan mong buhayin, kailangan mong itanim,
Yes,
kailangan i-protect yung forest sa
Yes.
Sagada para patuloy na makuha to. So, is
So
that part
actually,
of it?
that's our goal, to pick up the interest. But eventually, know the reasons why we have to protect them. What is their function in our environment? What is their role in our culture? At lalong-lalo na sa ating mga community. Kunyari tayo, ang tingin natin dito parang interesting,
Exotic.
But for the community, it's part of their food. Everyday food nila yan pag panahon ng So, gusto naming ma-discuss natin what affects these abundance kung bakit di na natin sila kilala by now. And hopefully,
Will there be someone from Sagada to speak?
Yes, definitely. We have two speakers from Sagada. Actually, three speakers. Two will be there in person para
Bakit
ipakilala.
pagpunta mo
ang
ng
mga
Sagada,
ito.
hindi yan hinahain sa'yo?
Kasi depende kung anong season. If you're going there in summer, wala kang
Or feeling nila turista yun, hindi nila alam. Ganun, no? They'll
Pwede
keep
din.
their treasures to themselves, maybe.
Siyempre, yun din naman yung mahalaga kasi it's still part of their diet. Source of food nila yan. Kaya, at siyempre, sila din man yung nangangalaga ng kalikasan ng Sagada. And I think it's very rightful that they're the ones who take it first.
Right. Oo naman. Although you know what happens
Yes.
when the tourists come, pwedeng presyohan nila ng...
Exactly.
After your event, baka ganyan ang mangyari.
Yun yung inaanohan namin.
You want to avoid.
Avoid
Yeah.
that. Kasi once the prices of this spikes up, it becomes unavailable or
For the
inaccessible
locals. For the locals. And you know, the story about mushrooms is fascinating. They form a network under the
Yes.
earth.
Oo.
And they're really a key part of the environment. So, itong mga tiga-Sagada, meron ba silang shinare na nangangamba na sila na baka mawala na to dahil sa, modernization, etc.
Siguro yung isang threat di yung tuloy-tuloy na pagkasira ng environment natin. Lalo ngayon, with the advent of conventional farming, syempre, kapag gumamit ka na ng mga pestisidyo at herbicides, maapektuhan na sila.
So, Sagada ba may ganon?
Yes, at yan yung kinakatakot namin. Kasi kung dati, very active yung practice ng organic, yung backyard farming. Pero ngayon, pumasok na yung malawakang paggamit ng pesticide.
Tapos, ikwento mo rin naman yung sa ibang regions. I mean,
yes.
in Sagada, there's this. And then when you go to, I don't know, where you last?
Nanggaling din kami ng Sorsogon.
O di ibang-iba naman.
Iba't
Oo.
ibang character naman doon. In Sorsogon, we highlighted, of course, the endemic pili nuts. We highlighted the unod. It's the collective term for their root crops. Kasi mahalaga yun kasi dahil ang Bicol ay laging bagyuhin, yun ang kanilang yun ang kanilang survival food, kumbaga.
So, iba-ibang root crops. Ang alam lang natin, kamote.
So madami pa.
Madaming
madami
iba.
pa. At isa pa yung kanilang gulaman or yung kanilang diverse species ng mga edible seaweeds.
Ng seaweed?
Yes.
In Sorsogon?
In Sorsogon.
Wow.
Yes.
Like how many varieties?
Well, ang maganda ngayon, mukhang ongoing yung maraming mga research ng pagtuklas at marami silang nakikitang bagong mga species or doon natin na-identify ngayon na meron palang ganun sa Sorsogon.
So part of this advocacy is discovering
Yes.
by region. Kailangan iniisa-isa mo yan. Paano?
Well, hindi naman namin, kasi it's already there. Alam
Yeah.
ng mga locals yan
Oo nga.
Siguro ang ginagawa namin ay i-promote
Yeah.
and i-weave yung iba't ibang mga initiatives from the academe, from the farmers, from the people's organizations to work together para i-celebrate yung abundance, i-protect, itong ating food heritage
Okay.
na ito.
So right now, it's still more, you're on the infancy stage. How would you
Yeah.
rate or where in the timeline are you in achieving these lofty goals? Medyo,
Well, wala talaga kaming gawin siyang, or i-tour. Wala yan sa unang plano namin. It's just happened na there are a lot of communities volunteering, why not do that here? So every time that there's a region who wants to do it in their location, sige, let's partner.
to identify
Yes.
and celebrate yung mga gulay nila.
Yes.
So it's really plant-based.
It's plant-based.
You don't, pero may karne bang linalagay? Are you
Wala.
vegetarian?
Magulay lang ako, let's just say, bilang Ilocano.
Okay.
Oo.
Kagaya ng, for instance, sa mga Ilocano, mahilig sila yung maliliit na eggplant, maliit na ampalaya.
Oo.
Mahirap na yan hanapin.
Hanapin dito.
It's because of, I guess, the promotion of all these seeds to farmers rin, ano?
Oo. Actually, yan yung isa ding issue natin ngayon, yung the question ng seed sovereignty
Oo nga
natin. Kasi
Yeah.
ngayon, there are negotiations na kuhain ng malalaking corporation yung pagbabangko at ipagbawal yung traditional na pagbabangko
Yeah,
ng seeds.
you know, there's a debate about that.
Yes.
Because they say, pag binigay mo ng seeds na test na, mas malaki yung harvest, resistant to disease, mas mag-earn ang magsasaka. Pero mawawala naman yung heirloom na natin. And if you plant seeds from those fruits or vegetables, hindi na daw maganda yung halaman.
Well,
Totoo ba yun?
Oo. Well, kumbaga, una
What's
kailangan
the balance? Ano yung balance?
Actually, I don't like to say it as a balance, pero the bottom line of
Say
this,
no to those seeds that are...
ang mahalaga kilanlin natin na ang seeds ay dapat bahagi ng commons. Hindi siya dapat maging parang private property. It has to be shared. Kasi
Why? Are the companies making it private property?
Yes. And gusto nilang i-patent yung ilang mga specific species ng crops, etc. No, para sila yung magkaroon ng control over dun sa sino yung makakapagtanim nito. So if ever you want
Baka may, let's say, kung
Exactly.
gusto mo mag-cultivate nito, malaking negosyo to, pwede. I mean, di ba?
That's exactly what
You
the
don't
problem.
want.
Oo. Kasi
Yeah.
that will compromise the biodiversity na. No? At saka, syempre, the integrity of this ingredient.
Yeah, because I guess you can just create a shed, put, di ba, mushroom, the sawdust and whatever. But you don't want that.
Let's keep them wild.
Kung mawawala na yung gubat.
Yun na nga. And yun yung importance nun. Let's keep them wild. To keep them wild, protektahan natin yung ating kagubatan at kabundukan.
Okay, what are the other challenges? Those that want to patent the seeds, what else? It's really, I think, the westernization of our diet.
Yes.
Westernization or the need to speed up life, I guess. Hindi ka nagluluto.
Oo. Lalo na ngayon.
Okay.
Kasi 90s, nag-shift na yung diet ng mga Filipino nung pumasok at naging ang common diet na ay instant food, fast food, at
Noodles.
noodles.
I find it so ironic na diabetes is a big concern and obesity. And yet ang daming gutom. Bakit ganon?
Kasi ang kinakain na ng mga tao ngayon, very high in salt, very high in sugar, tapos walang sustansya. At ito, kung titingnan mo, ito yung mga highly processed na pagkain.
So ito ang ina-advocate nyo din.
Yes.
Pero kung ikaw ay nakatira sa syudad kagaya dito, paano?
Yan. Kaya mahalaga din na dito, kahit sa Metro Manila, we have to do initiatives in doing gardening. We really have to allocate areas for farming. Pero syempre, hindi naman kaya talaga no, with the life here in Metro Manila. Kaya mahalaga yung pag-connect natin dun sa mga farmers. Pumunta ka lang sa Rizal, sa San Mateo. Nandiyan na yung mga farmers
There should
natin.
be probably a market every Sunday or Saturday of all of them.
Oo.
Ginagawa niyo ba yan?
Yan yung gusto namin, no, mabuhay yung mga Sunday markets sa mga simbahan, sa mga plaza. Dati may mga ganyan pa tayo, pero nawala na ngayon. Kasi ngayon, ang idea, when you want to buy vegetables, you go to the mall, not in the market anymore.
Yeah.
Tapos ngayon, ang nangyayari pa, we have this privatization of malls sa iba't ibang part ng Pilipinas.
So meron na yan. That's the next step. Meron na kayong project na
Yes, kaya
weekend
may mga
markets.
yung Gulay Pa More Fiesta, essentially it's
Is
also
that,
a market din.
So it's the cuisine
It's the
and the
cuisine
market.
and the produce.
Okay. So this Saturday, invite
yes.
everyone? Or are you full already?
Well, siguro meron pang konting kasha.
Okay.
So we're inviting everyone to join us on July 18, this coming Saturday, at the New World Hotel Makati. The event is called the Forest Table of Sagada. So we're bringing the flavors and stories of Sagada in the city. We're offering a wide array of traditional and innovative dishes, mushroom ice cream.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, looking forward.
We have the vegan etag.
Yeah.
So we have
Plus, yung matututunan, you will also learn, not just
yes,
eat.
not just eat,
Because there will be lectures, right?
lectures from our speakers from Sagada.
Okay. From formerly a business administration, what was your job before?
Well, I have been working as a development worker for the longest time in various
Oh,
NGOs.
it's
So
really your
when I
mission.
shifted to culinary, I brought all my advocacies in food.
Thank you so much for spending your time, even if I know you're busy
Yes.
preparing for Saturday. That was Chef Lawrence Castillo joining us for Sustainability.